Hey stylers! I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Twitter and Instagram, so today we're going to answer some of your questions. Without any particular order, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Brian Rodas asks, what are the good parts of doing YouTube and the bad parts? The good parts are definitely connecting with people, making friends who are literally all over the world. It's the coolest thing ever to be able to come together on a single platform. Another cool thing is learning from each other, you know, like building on ideas. As far as the bad parts go, I don't really think there are a ton of bad parts. I mean, of course you have your negative comments and stuff, but that doesn't really faze me much because I love what I do and that's all that really matters. So Kelly Nguyen 14 asks, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be? My answer for this is always the same exact superpower. It's super intelligence, because I think if you're intelligent, you can figure out a lot of things, right? Or I would hope so anyways, because that way you can figure out cures for a lot of diseases. You could figure out, you know, solutions to a lot of the world's problems. You could figure out a ton of things, and like hopefully with intelligence comes compassion so that you could use it in a positive way. Nails and Paints asks, what do you think about the newly released photos of Pluto? I think they are unreal. Like, it's the most exciting thing to be able to see these. What was that? But anyways, I think it's amazing. And I mean, it's to the point where you can literally zoom in and look at mountains. I can't wait to see what is next. Hopefully colonizing other planets. That'll be awesome. Topaz Danae asks, what are your plans for the future? And did you ever think you'd end up as a YouTuber? No, I did not ever think I would be a YouTuber. I've always admired YouTubers, and I always thought it was such a fun looking thing that for some reason I thought that I could never do. So yeah, I never thought I'd be where I am today, but here I am. As far as the question of what are your plans for the future, you know, over time I've realized that although you should act responsibly and consider the future, it's not always the best thing to just focus on the future all the time. Like right now, I'm really focusing on what I have and improving it, doing the best with what I have, and that is YouTube. This is, you know, my channel, what I do. So right now I'm working on this, and I hope that by putting all of my work and effort into this, it'll create new opportunities in the future. A lot of you guys have asked, I plan on having kids soon? Right now, I'm kind of just focusing on my career. I do definitely see kids in the future. It'll probably be a couple more years though. Priyazak9 asks, would you rather sleep with 1 billion tiny spiders or one huge spider? I'd say probably just one giant spider, because then you can really keep your eye on it, you know? But if it's a lot of spiders and they're all over and you can't really control them or anything. So yeah, just one giant spider. Let me know in the comments below, would you rather sleep with 1,000 tiny spiders or one big spider? Tiana Rhythmic asks, what are your favorite types of products to make and film? I love to make anything that has color to it, because then you can add designs to them. Like, you know, I recently got into bath bombs. I'm really into that. Lip balms, obviously, and I do plan to kind of Diesel, calm down. Alira asks, what inspires and motivates me? There's so many things that inspire and motivate me, but I'd say the biggest thing that inspires and motivates me is my vision for what I have. You know, like I have this vision in my head of what can be, and that inspires me. Along the way, of course, you guys inspire me with your sweet comments that I get on social media every day. I don't know, you know, like I'm so grateful, because I don't know how many people wake up to comments telling you that, you know, saying I love you or you're wonderful, please keep doing what you're doing. I mean, that really inspires me, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Something else that inspires me is my YouTube friends. My YouTube friends inspire me so much. I feel like we're in this really close community where, you know, although we're in the digital space, it does still feel like we're close because we're creating together. The creative process is very intimate because you expose yourself to being judged. You make yourself vulnerable with your thoughts that may not necessarily be accepted. Crafty for Days asks, if you had one day to live, what would you do? And I love that question because these are things that I think about all the time. This is what I would do. I would gather all of my friends, all of my family. We would go to some kind of a peaceful place, like a lake or somewhere with a beautiful view, like a beach, something like that. And we would just lay out blankets and have a giant picnic and stargaze and just talk and connect, and That would be the best experience ever. Meg asks, besides YouTube, what jobs have you had in the past? In the past, I've worked as, what have I worked as? Oh, wait, what was it? Oh, I've worked as a tutor. I used to tutor math and English for a middle school class. So that was really fun. That was, to this day, one of the funnest experiences ever because I love to teach. Besides that, I used to do a lot of research with professors. So I worked as a research assistant and yeah, that's basically what I did. Meg asks, do you have a college degree? If so, in what? I have a college degree in psychology with a minor in business. Abby Stract 2005 asks, if you had to delete your YouTube channel but be able to post one last video, what would it be? It wouldn't be a DIY, it would just be something I would tell you guys, a message. To tell you that, well, I guess I'm telling you now. In my last video, I'll tell you that the world is in your hands, and as long as you believe in yourself completely and work hard, you can achieve anything, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, because no one knows you like you do. No one knows you like you do, right? No one knows you like you do. No matter where you've been in life, no matter how low of a place you've been in, you can do it, you can achieve it. And let me be the first person to tell you if no one's ever told you that. You can do it. Vanessa Tran 13 asks, what do you do when you have to pick your options for school but you don't know what to be when you grow up? That is a great question, and I think this is something that we've all struggled with. What was it? I think it was a TED Talk by a kid that I recently listened to. I'll try to find it and post it in the description box below. But he basically said that, a lot of times adults ask children, what do you want to be when you grow up? And oftentimes children give you answers like, oh, I want to be a princess, or I want to be an artist, or I want to be a driver or something. And usually there are things that these kids have had experiences with. A girl who wants to be an artist when she grows up is most likely a girl who likes to draw a lot now. You don't usually hear a kid say, like, I don't want to be like an astrophysicist or something. When the kid doesn't even know what it is, when the kid has had no experience in it, a kid will not tell you that he or she wants to be something crazy and out there when they have had no experience with that certain thing. Stop thinking about what everyone else would like you to be and think about what you've experienced and what makes you happy in your life. See, something I always loved growing up was videos. I used to love filming everything. I have hundreds of videos from like high school and stuff. And that's something I always enjoyed, but I always thought to myself that I had to be this other thing in this world so that I would be accepted instead of just embracing what I already loved. And thank goodness I did, because I love what I'm doing now. Just think about what you're doing already and pick something around that. And if you do want to be something crazy and outrageous and prestigious, that's awesome and okay too. But before you go into that, put your feet into it first. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be like an astrophysicist, I would recommend you joining an astronomy club. I would recommend you going to a convention to get to know the people, to get to know the subject. Make sure that you really love what you're going into, because it's going to become your life. It's what you're going to be known for. Next question is from Anatin Kara. The question is, who is your YouTube best friend? My best friend is Mako from Mako Chino. She is an amazing human being. I love this girl. There's something so special about her. She has such a beautiful soul. I've also made a new friend named Natalie from Natalie's Outlet, who I collabed with. She's an amazing person. Again, a beautiful spirit, such a liveliness to her that I hope to get to know more. Catherine Singer asks, how old were you when you learned perfect English? Well, I still think my English is not completely perfect, but I was in 2nd grade when I was finally able to communicate with other students. So yeah, when I was 8 years old, I finally mastered the English language. For those of you who don't know, English is not my first language. My first language is Armenian. I also spoke a little bit of Russian and Georgian growing up. So yeah, English is my 4th language, but now I speak English the most, and it's my most proficient language out of all of those. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yes. Yes, I have, on many occasions. You guys make me teary-eyed all the time because you send me such sweet messages and videos of yourselves. So I get pretty teary-eyed whenever I get those. So that's fairly often. The last time that I like broke down due to happiness was this one random time. It was so random. I was driving home from school and it was a beautiful sunny day, and I was just feeling so joyful that day that I was like, wow, life is perfect. And I just started to cry while driving. That was really weird. All right, guys, that is it for all of the questions. I hope that I answered some of yours. And if I didn't, it's probably because I answered your question in a previous Ask Sofie video, so be sure to check those out. I will see you guys hopefully at VidCon or at the meet and greet on Sunday. Once again, it's all the information is going to be in the description box below, so be sure to check it out, and I hope to meet you guys. I will see you guys soon. Whoa, let's not destroy things. Keep styling.